It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and I felt something on my hammock. I was like, oh, that's a mouse crawling on the outside of my hammock. I felt it run and hit my arm and I batted it away. I thought, okay, so the rat's running back and forth on the tree, or the mouse. I went back to bed. Then I felt something on my leg. I said, oh, that mouse isn't on my hammock. It's in my hammock. So I wake up calmly, looking for this mouse. He's not eating me yet. I guess my green fly wasn't totally zipped at one end. So okay, I have a mouse in my hammock with me. And I almost got a video of him. He crawled up the ridgeline, which is the top rope, keeps the buck net off me. And he crawls down and he falls down by my head. And we have a little stare off. I have my light on. He tries to run to the other end. And then he just starts towards me. Luckily, I was able to get my bug net open. And then when he got close enough, I just hit him with my phone and batted him out. So I think I'm done with the mouse for the night. I'll probably eat everything in my bag. Anyways, that was the first mouse encounter I've had. Bold little bugger, right? Crazy. Anyways, I'm going back to sleep. So I think the shelter's cleared out. I'm gonna go stage some stuff over there. I've got my stuff waterproofed in my backpack. The stuff that needs to be waterproofed. It's just gonna be a miserable day. I was thinking about my little mouse friend. He didn't eat anything that I can tell. He didn't chew through my bag. All he did was climb in bed with me and showed me his cool circus tricks. And so I kind of felt bad that I knocked him out of my hammock with such force with my phone. But he's still a mouse and he still probably would have bit me if I tried to touch him. I think. Sometimes there are those mice that will, I don't know. But he was a curious little fellow. So instead of what I initially named him, which I can't say again on video because it wasn't a nice name, it was several names. I think I'll call him Barnum because of his little acrobatic tricks. It's cool. This is the ridge line I was talking about. Boop, boop, right here. There's a cord in here. And he was climbing along that upside down before he fell down. But we just stared at each other for a good 20 seconds. Almost long enough for me to say I need to get my phone out and videotape this guy because anyways, I felt bad that I hit him. But I don't feel that bad because my initial question was if I hit him with my phone hard enough on the hammock, will he die? Or will he just skitter towards me and start biting? We'll call it a negotiated truce. If he wants to keep up, he can keep up. But the moment that he eats through my bag, he'll die. Unless he shows me a really cool trick. So I'm putting my phone in the waterproofing in the bag. It's not coming out probably all day. So I don't assume that you'd see anything anyways, aside from just dreary rain and me fussing all day long. But like I said, if something cool comes up, enough for me to set my bag down and get my phone out, I might do it. Otherwise, it's staying off. I won't have battery for 5 days. I won't even be able to solar charge because of the rain. So I assume this will be a multi-day video whenever I slap it together of just me talking in the rain fly when I get set up, fussing about how wet it is, Anyways, that's where I'm at today. It's probably where I'm going to be at tomorrow. Probably what I'll be at the day after that. Have fun. I caught a little break in the rain, and there was a sign that said under this bridge there was water. There is. It's flowing. It's kind of murky, and there's mosquito larvae floating around in it. And it doesn't look to be the best source. It's starting to rain again, clearly. I'm just absolutely drenched. It won't matter at this point in time. I think I got 5 miles to the shelter, so it'll be a while. But I had some lunch, had some chocolate bridge mix, which has a lot of calories for a little bag. I think that's my new favorite, better than candy. So I'll be hanging out here for another 5 or 10 minutes till my water can get purified with the tablets, and then I can filter it. I'm just going to carry a liter or so up the way, and I'm sure the guys already passed me by now, but I did well. I stayed ahead of them, even on the downhill, and I'll pass by a hostel. I think her name is the Cookie Lady. I probably won't stop by, but anyways, that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna pack my stuff up before this turns into another downpour. Those roads, people zipping by, and then I'll probably check in again by the time I get to the shelter. But my goodness, it just rained and rained and rained and rained today, and I think we're getting to the point where it's supposed to start thunderstorming. So I'm gonna get ready for a few more downpours, but luckily we won't be on top of any hills today or mountains. Tomorrow, if there's bad weather, there's a bad weather bypass that we can take instead of going up to the top of one of the balds. It doesn't really matter if we were up there today. You wouldn't see much of anything because of either the fog or the rain. So anyways, that's my check-in for now. We'll see what the rest of the day holds. Well, we made it into camp at 5. I made it into camp at 5. Apparently, the other guys stopped at the Cookie Lady, who I passed by trying to catch them. They were behind me, so I pulled in the middle of a thunderstorm and got set up. I've got my stuff hanging and drying, and I'm sitting in my underwear under a blanket, shivering. It rained so much today, and walking through 2 or 3 downpours. My shirt, though, rinsed itself of the sweat, and I'm hoping the bag rinsed itself. Shorts still have some mud in them. Socks, everything just run down effect. You know how guys shower, just the trickle down effect. So all the mud has been pushed into my shoes now, I believe, which are hanging, and they're going to be wet in the morning. But it's just going to rain more. They just keep adding days. So overall, though, pretty decent. I'm not over there with the guys because I'm sitting around in my skivvies, so I'm really shaking a lot. So tomorrow looks like it's the same. One of the guys I'm walking with, he's already looking for a hostel to do laundry in, our hotel. I think I'll try DoorDash, maybe, and then just go from Sam's Gap over to Irwin. I might get a hostel in Irwin to do laundry and to take a shower, even though I'm relatively clean. I really need to fix my hat. It's disgusting. Oh, it's disgusting. I wrung it out this morning. Nobody wants to know this, but I'll go ahead and say it. There's so much like grease and sweat and nastiness in that thing. When I wrung it out, it ran out white.
and it didn't absorb into the ground. It was like liquid Crisco, liquid-ish Crisco. It was like if Crisco was emulsified in water and then put on the ground. It was nasty. So that needs to get fixed in some hot water, or a dishwasher or something. Cool. So we did 9 miles today. I did a little bit over 9, but on the trail it was 8.7 or something. And I did not stop by the cookie lady. Apparently she had peanut butter cookies. So, yeah. So altogether, not terrible. I think I might do a bit of a review video now that I'm more than a month in. Things I've learned and whatnot. But there's a fairly big group of guys over there. I don't think I'm going to be social tonight, though. Gosh, I'm just so cold. I do want some coffee or something warm. I have hot chocolate. I might. It's just a lot of effort to get out of this hammock. So tomorrow's probably going to be a lot of the same. You're probably not going to see a lot of like walking videos from me for the next 3 or 4 days. It's just too much. I put my phone way in my bag so it doesn't get wet with everything else. Well, anyways, we're going to hope that I don't have a mouse in my hammock tonight, or a bear, or a helgamite. One of those tried to get in the tent the other day. Not mine, but he was dead set. If you haven't seen it, it's a Dobson fly larva. Look them up. I think it's helgramite, something like that. Look them up. They're nasty. Looks like a centipede leech. It was scary. So, yeah. So I hope everybody's warm. I'm not. I hope everybody's dry. I am not. And apparently they're not at home. They're having storms tonight too. But, more of this. I didn't think that I'd walk in rain. I thought I'd be camping in rain, and even one of the older guys, he was like me. He'd stay in a shelter if there was even a chance of rain, but we gotta, because we can't sit up for a week. So, and it's not worse than sweating. You think it's going to be worse. It's not. It's actually probably better, because then you don't have to be self-conscious about this is all my sweat. You just walk into camp and they're like, you guys stuck in the storm. Yeah, I did. So we'll keep going. And hopefully my shorts will get clean tomorrow if it rains. Y'all have a good night.